sense that you got a lot of coaches, a lot of friends, a lot of friendships, and I always say that one of my best friends in the coaching world was John Smith up at Amarillo High, and he and I are real good friends to this day. But I want to tell you that I don't know that there were two teams that competed any harder against each other than Coronado and Amarillo High did. Every time we went against each other. I mean,
I didn't even like John Smith because of that.
John was intense, and I wasn't. I was very laid back. My blood pressure stayed real calm, but John was very intense. Now it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of, because you knew in order to win, your team had to play at the highest level possible, and like I said, that's what tonight's game's all about as well. And then you mix in here that these kids know each other. And that adds a layer to it as well.
Well, these coaches are really important, and we ought to be thankful for them because they deal with a lot in being a high school coach in any sport. It's just it's a tough old business, but they love what they're doing. I can tell you that. Look at this game tonight, Coach, and of course last week for the Mustangs in their game against Tascosa, J.J. Villalobos, he'd been out the week before. He was still a little injured last week, but boy, he didn't look like it. He was driving the Mustangs up and down the field, and then of course the second half Tascosa shut him down. But that's what Coach Roy is looking for. He's got to have J.J. Villalobos lead this team.
He really does. I think J.J. Villalobos got to have a big game, and the other end of that combination, Campbell Stanek, got to make a huge impact on the game for Coronado on the offensive side. And then the bottom line to it is they got to have some guys step up on defense. Obviously, they've struggled. I know injury bug has been a big part of this Coronado team this year, including J.J. Villalobos, but particularly some guys over on the defensive side of the ball. And I think Isaiah Doss being one in particular that Coach Roy's been high on all year long, but he's missed, I think, the last couple of ball games, and he's going to be back in there tonight. And it's going to take a big effort by the Coronado defense. And I don't mean that in a supernatural way, just in the fact that something they haven't been able to do is
today.
Get
heads,
defensive stops,
tails,
and they're going to have to find a way to do that.
Tails. Coronado, you're the visitor. You're going to call
it. Well, the captains are meeting in the center of the field.
What did he say? He said heads.
Here's the coin toss.
It is heads. You've won the toss. Coronado's like to defer. You want to receive the football? Which way would you like to kick? Put your backs to that goal. All right, come this way.
So Coronado won the coin toss here to begin.
Monterey will receive to start the football
deferred. Monterey will get the football first in here in the game. You don't ever really know what to do, Coach. Whether to take it or, you hate to get behind early, so you give up the ball and they end up going and scoring. Now, we're already behind again. So sometimes coaches will take it because they think they can go get a touchdown.
Yeah.
The following is a live presentation produced by the.
Out is the team that defers tends to get the last possession of the first half.
The following is a live presentation produced by KCBD.
Game up there, they in that ball game, but it's Monterey really likes to rely on that run more than anything else, and they are good at running the football. They ended up losing 37-21 at Amarillo. Coach, let's take a quick look at the keys to the game here. Whoever you want to do first.
All right. Well, kind of the way I went about it was not necessarily specific to the teams, but just which team does this better, I think, has the opportunity to come out on top. And so number one thing I had was win the trenches, and so whose lines can impact the game the most, offensive and defensive lines, and that's always a big part of the game. But I think particularly tonight, both teams want to run it. They want to establish the run. Well, that goes down to those big guys up front and those trying to stop the run up front. And so win in the trenches. And the second thing is which team can get their playmakers involved at the highest level. And we mentioned this already for Coronado. Campbell Stanek, I think, is the guy that Coronado has got to move him around. They got to get the ball in his hands. He's a phenomenal player, and so they got to find ways to get him the ball. For Monterey, Cam Taylor and Q Boyd, a couple of them wide outs that are very, very explosive, can take it the distance anytime. And then play hard and play smart. In this game, it's going to be intense, but who can keep their head about them and not give up those 15-yard penalties?
Those are the keys to the game. We come back, we're going to have football, Coronado Mustangs at the Monterey Plainsmen coming up next on the Texas Sports Marketing Radio Network.
The national anthem will be played by the Monterey High School Marching Band under the direction of Mr. Rodney Gurley.
Get the ball first. Welcome to tonight's opening kickoff here at Plains Capital Park, Lowrey Field, featuring the Coronado Mustangs and the Monterey Plainsmen, brought to you by Neighbors Emergency Centers. We appreciate their sponsorship, Neighbors Emergency Centers, and they bring all the kickoffs on all of our Lubbock ISD broadcasts this year.
Talk about the decision the coaches have to make with the coin toss and whether to receive, defer. But the decision-making doesn't stop right there, because Coach Roy has a decision to make right here. Coronado's going to be kicking off south to north, and there's a pretty good wind blowing behind the Mustangs. So he's got a decision to make. He's going to try to get his kicker to kick the ball out of the end zone. But what that does is it brings into play the fact that Cam Taylor and Q Boyd are both back there deep for the Plainsmen, and a couple of guys that have already returned kickoffs for touchdowns this year. So Coach Roy's got to decide, can my guy get it out of the end zone, or do we pooch it and take our chances there?
Looks like it's going to be kicking off for Coronado will be number 41, Ronald Magus. Make America Great. No, he got it out of order there. There's a Neighbors commercial again. You know, the kickoffs, it used to be so standard. Now it's so different. Everybody's pooching the ball down the field, and I assume that's what we'll see from the Mustangs here to begin. Mustangs in their white uniforms, gold numerals. They're all white, but beautiful gold numerals, white helmets with the red and gold stripe. Here's the pooch kick, going to be taken at the 21-yard line. That's Q Boyd with it. He's trying to stretch to the outside, gets around the corner a little bit. I think the kicker's the one that got him. Magus is the one that had to get him on the far side.
outside contained man kind of came inside too much, and Q Boyd able to turn the corner. Carried probably just exactly where Coronado didn't want it to go. Q Boyd up the far sideline, and you're right, Magus over there to stop a touchdown. He was the last guy, but more great starting field position here for the Plainsmen.
They are at the Coronado 49-yard line. And you're right, I can almost guarantee you Coach Roy did not want it there to begin on this first drive. Reed at quarterback, going to give it in the backfield. Legend Williams is one of the big backs. Maybe Deuce Moore this time. I didn't see his number when he took off. Looks like.
It was Legend Williams on the first
Yeah, it was.
carry.
It was Legend Williams.
Zone scheme coming right out there. Probably trying to see what Coronado was going to do, if they were going to try to load the box up like Amarillo High did. So safe running play call right there with the zone blocking scheme. Pretty good job by Legend Williams getting in there behind the center and 2 guards, pushing forward for about 7 on the first down.
2 backs in the backfield now for the Monterey Plainsmen. Deuce Moore flares out to the right, going to throw it a little tunnel screen, and gets the first down across the 40, 35, the 30, and on the run, going to track him down from behind inside the 10, inside the 5. Finally brought down, and on the reception is number 3, Cam Taylor.
Flag back here at the 27-yard line, so they may not get all of this.
It'll be a hold.
From the spot of the foul, so we'll see where they start walking from. It's going to be around the 36 or the 36-yard line, so he's going to end up getting 6 yards on the reception, and Monterey has their first quarter 4 first down of the night.
They do. So after the penalty, the ball is going to be at the 36.
Interesting play design right there. Legend Williams came out of the backfield, and he was actually the kick-out block on that tunnel screen to Cam Taylor. Don't see that very often. Interesting play design.
There they go again, running up the middle. Great defensive play by the Mustangs right there. Big number 26 up in there making the stop for Coronado. Jeremiah Sartuz, and he just wrapped that one up from the get-go.
Great job right there. He's coming down the line of scrimmage, crashing down from his defensive end position, and really kind of delivered a haymaker on Legend Williams, sling him down to the ground. Virtually no gain. Move it about a half a yard, but I'd say still pretty much 2nd and 10 for the Plainsmen.
2nd and 10 for Monterey. Here's the give, running outside with some room on the corner. Going to get out of bounds on the far side, but another quarter 4 first down, I believe. That was Deuce Moore.
Power sweep that time around the left side. Somebody over there probably tackled.
Holding. The offense, number 2. 10-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Holding again.
Inside receiver over there in that twin set, trying to block probably the outside linebacker, and had his hands outside the framework. It's going to cost him 10 yards on the penalty. Monterey now all of a sudden behind the chains. It's going to be 2nd and 20.
Ball back out just outside the 46-yard line now of Coronado. 2nd down and 20. So you kind of, Deuce didn't get any on that play. Nothing at all.
Wiped out the play.
Backs in motion again. Legend Williams comes out right, going to look to throw right. Has a man caught at the 35-yard line and out of bounds. That's Noah Alexander with the catch. And a pretty good throw right on the money from Jonah Reed.
12 yards is a nice combination route out here. The outside receiver went on a straight go pattern. Noah Alexander, the inside receiver in that twin set, went about 10 yards and out. Well thrown ball by Jonah Reed right in the perfect spot where Alexander snap his head around, see the ball, make the catch. And so they get about a little over half of the yardage that they needed. Sets up a big 3rd down here for both teams.
A little different set that Monterey's been running out of with those 2 backs. They've been setting up 2 backs in the backfield, one on either side of Jonah Reed, the quarterback. 2 receivers up top in this particular formation. Here's back to throw, going to throw it up top. Oh, that one could have been disaster for Monterey, because coming up to seal the deal was number 0, Andrew Ramirez, and now he was there.
Which is number 8, David.
Was
came
it?
Up there, Isaiah Doss, one of the guys Coach Floyd was excited about
Yeah, it
getting
is
back.
8.
He was locked onto that. He blitzed both linebackers up the middle. Deuce Moore picked up one of them, and they were hoping to occupy the other one with that release by Legend Williams. But Isaiah Doss had his eyes on him and
It's a big play.
lowered the boom on him.
You know, the numbers aren't as hard as they used to be when Coach Henderson was here, when he had those cursive ones. But they could have so easily, and I heard you and George Watson talking about it, could have really easily made those red numbers. Been much easier to see than gold. Monterey in their Columbia blue uniforms. I told you about Coronado's. Here's another throw. Jonah Reed on the money again. They're going to say catch. He was right on the boundary in front of the Monterey bench at the 26-yard line.
Just enough.
And that was Noah Alexander has turned into a big-time receiver for the Monterey Plainsmen.
First down. That's another. It's basically the same pass play they did earlier. Another one, perfect timing, well-thrown ball. Alexander, good job catching it, getting the foot down.
Another quarter for first down. Big hole up the middle. Going to be tackled. One of the safeties come up to make the stop that time on Legend Williams.
There's 2 backs in the backfield. Basically, it gives them an isolation blocker, a lead blocker up in the middle of the line to get up on the linebackers. And I think kind of a counter to people trying to load up the box that they saw last week with Amarillo High. And Deuce Moore is a guy that doesn't mind sticking his face mask on anybody, including linebackers. He's the lead blocker in front of Legend Williams. Pick up 9 yards on first down.
It was a nice tackle. It really saved the touchdown. Because if he hadn't made that tackle, I think Williams would have taken it on in. And to give it to Moore this time, going left. Coronado's there. Cut his feet out from underneath him. And that's Doss once again on the stop.
Changed up a little bit and let Deuce Moore be the ball carrier. Power play around the left side. And pretty good job over there by the left tackle, caving down the defense. And that gave Moore a chance to get around the corner and up to the second level.
What'd you get him that time? Pick up a 5?
5 yards.
And again, Mustangs are there. That was another quarter for first down, wasn't it? Yep.
Delayed handoff this time to Deuce Moore. Good penetration by the defensive front of Coronado, getting in the backfield. And took an outstanding move by Deuce Moore to avoid the tackler right there in the hole. That's number 18, Ezekiel Ramirez.
But he didn't let go.
Yeah, he got a piece of the jersey. Moore was able to get hit for a couple of yards when it could have been a no-gainer.
Legend Williams going to be hit right at the line of scrimmage. He's going nowhere. He may lose a little bit on that play. Maybe just back to the line of scrimmage. Another good defensive play.
J.J. Johnson getting through there. Defensive tackle.
Yep.
He's able to bust through that line of scrimmage. And a nice job being under control right there to get his arms wrapped around Legend Williams. And you're right, probably lost about a half a yard. Another big third down coming here.
Third down and 9 now for the two teams. Monterey at the 11-yard line of the Coronado Mustangs. No score in the ball game. Monterey's had it the whole time since the kickoff. Reed back to pass, going to throw the fade into the corner. It is, flag is down. It is a touchdown caught over there. And I'm telling you, that's to Cam Taylor. But Jonah Reed is putting the ball on the money, Coach.
Great throw. Just a single receiver side over there to the far side of the field, short side of the field. And good battle out there by the defensive back and Cam Taylor.
Interference. Defense number 6. That penalty is declined. The result of the play is a touchdown.
That's Willie Crane, and he's a great defender for the Mustangs. But when they just throw it perfect, it's really hard to defend.
Yeah, he was and Willie Crane was in great position. He really was. And just good battle out there. Cam Taylor happened to win that one.
Monterey try to add the extra point here. Eric Martinez is the kicker. They faked it.
Noah Alexander right up the middle. Going to get the 2-point conversion.
How
Found a
about
soft
that?
spot right up the middle.
How about that? So 2-point conversion. That was a McGavick Nissan touchdown on the pass from Jonah Reed to Cam Taylor and the Monterey Plainsmen lead it 8-0 now after the 2-point extra point. McGavick Nissan, your home team, Nissan dealer. We'll be back with the Monterey Kickoff here on the Texas Sports Marketing Radio Network.
On the kick for the Plainsmen, number 23, Cam Martinez. On the return for the Mustangs, number 1, Campbell Stanek. First out of bounds by number 12, Armand White. Sets up first down for the Storm. It's time for the Hill and I Polo scoring drive summary. The Plainsmen scoring drive went 49 yards in 11 plays using 5 minutes, 38 seconds, ending in a touchdown pass scored by number 3, Cam Taylor. Pass completed to number 6, Will Crane.
Number 52 must leave the game for one down. His helmet came off.
Evans, when they moved from the H-back over here to the defensive side to get his motor running on the defense. And, of course, K.J. Russell, another one that's in there, and Patrick Deary. I mean, they can be very, very good up front. Javian Ramon is the fourth one.
Third down now. Rolling is Villalobos, going to throw it underneath, almost picked off. With dropping in there in perfect position, but just went right through his hands. It hit him in the hands, and he's upset. So there was a penalty, but it looks like it's going to be no call. That was Zay Hall back there that had a chance to get it.
Offense number 71. Penalties declined. Fourth down.
Fourth down now, and about 5 needed.
Trying to get the ball to Graham Harden on the little curl pattern. He was the outside receiver running about a 10-yard curl pattern, and it did look like there was a throwing lane there, but the defensive back did a good job reading the quarterback and falling back into that line of sight. And fall down as an incomplete pass, but it's going to force Coronado into a punt situation.
Cam Taylor is back deep, awaiting the punt. Punt out of there by Jamal Jackson. Oh, dropped the ball. Mustangs are there, and it's still loose on the ground. I think the Mustangs got on top of it.
They did, yep.
At 33, I believe it is, Tyree Milton. It was 35 that got on top of it. Savion Montiel.
There's a break Coronado really needed and can use right there. And, it's hard to fault Cam Taylor. Such a dynamic playmaker. That ball got down on the ground. It took a great big hop, and he's just thinking, I should field it. And when it hit the ground one more time, it hugged the ground instead of coming up high again. And as he tried to reach down and field the ball, it just ricocheted off of him. Big break for Coronado, and probably one that Cam Taylor needed to just get away from.
At the Monterey 14-yard line. Exactly what Coach Roy wanted. An early turnover, try to convert it into points now. J.J. Villalobos, the quarterback. Gives him the backfield, some running room inside to around the 12 or 13-yard line. On the carry that time for the Mustangs, Ethan Tobias. He's a junior, 5'10", 175.
Initially looked like he had some running room, but good closing by the Monterey defense.
Only got one. Now coming to the near side, it went down. I think his knee went down, but nowhere to run with that one.
Campbell Stanek a touch right there, line him up at the halfback position, toss sweep around the left side as he tried to make his cut, lost
Number
his
10 must
footing.
leave the game, one down, his helmet came off.
That time, closing in on him very quickly was number 5, Javion Ramon.
He was there in a hurry, lost 4 on the play. Where Stanek, of course, he excels everywhere, but he's a great receiver. Going to be 3rd down and 18 now. Oh, they run a pitch reverse. Now they're going to throw it up over the top. Caught. Is it caught?
He dropped it.
He dropped it. That's a great play, though, and a good try. Well, they had it set up.
That's nice design right there, but actually Monterey's in pretty good position all in all. But it was a well-thrown ball by Campbell Stanek, and an opportunity over there. It's number 9 for Coronado, Rebel Beckham, right in the corner of the end zone. Credit the defensive back making contact just about the same time the ball got there. Would have been a tough catch, but one the Mustangs need to make on a night like tonight.
They're trying a field goal. Ronald Magas will come in to try the field goal. It's going to be put down at the 24, and it's going to be short. Going to be short.
Kind of scooped right underneath that one.
Yep.
Didn't get much foot on it. So Monterey dodges a turnover right there.
Monterey will have it and be back out there on offense.
Hey, South Plains, Sideways Collision Center is renovating to serve you better. From fender benders to full facelifts, Sideways Collision is open now and ready to help you get your vehicle back on the road. Come see Sideways Collision for windshield repair or replacements, paint jobs, and paintless dent removal. We offer customer discounts to help you save. All insurances are welcomed, and you get a lifetime paint warranty. Expert care and custom paint jobs. That's Sideways Collision Center at 2102 Clovis Road. We'll get you taken care of.
There's power in keeping it local. Let Commercial Electric put the power back in your hands. For over 40 years, Commercial Electric Generator Sales and Service has kept the lights on and businesses moving forward. We are West Texas's #1 Generac generator dealer, as well as your one-stop shop for sales and service. With us, you don't have to worry about your yearly maintenance. We'll give you a call. Commercial Electric is your trusted team for all your electrical and generator needs.
Commercial Electric.
Almost got jammed up back there. He's going to be tripped up anyway. Going to be a loss on the play.
It's Isaiah Doss coming up there
Boy,
again.
He is. He's a player.
He made a nice tackle right there on Deuce Moore, and if he didn't get the trip up on Moore, and actually that time it was number 0, Andrew Ramirez, David.
Oh, good.
6 and 8 and 0, they'll look a whole lot alike.
I know.
It probably won't be the last
it was
time.
8.
Yeah, how about that?
So
Isaiah Doss, 6 and 8 and 0 is going to give us trouble all night.
yeah, because 0 and 8 and 6, Crane, they make a lot of plays.
All 3 of them are in the secondary.
Yep. Lost them a couple. Going to be 3rd down and 8 now for Monterey. Reed back to pass. He'll step up in the pocket. He'll swing it to the outside. Has Legend Williams out there up across the 30. He'll have the quarter 4 first down as he's taken down right in front of the Monterey bench at about the 34-yard line.
Nice job by Jonah Reed to avoid the rush that time, step up in the pocket, and then Legend Williams is just a release safety valve receiver kind of standing out here on the Monterey sideline. And Reed found him, got it to him. He's able to get ahead and pick up a first down. Big opportunity missed right there for Coronado to get off of the field. Instead, Monterey, new set of downs.
You look at that Monterey Plainsman front. Brady Curry, number 50, 53s. Felipe Pesina, Noah Gonzalez, 56. Barrett Noble, 76. And Mosley. Oh, look at that. He couldn't jump quite high enough.
On the carry, number 4, Deuce Moore.
That's Deuce Moore. He was going up over the top.
Torrance Cox comes in there, and good job breaking down, and you're right, he couldn't quite get over the top of him. Cox is 5'9", and Deuce jumped about 5'6", and got his legs taken out from underneath him.
You gotta like his thought. He's thinking about it.
I'm not sure if I like that. I'm not sure I like Deuce's thought right there. You got to give him credit for playing hard, but I don't know.
It's a good way to get hurt. Ball's done at the 34-yard line. Will be second down and 10 for the Plainsmen. I mentioned Barrett Noble at 76, Jacob Mosley 77. It's a pretty big offensive line and a lot of experience up there as well.
Delay a game against
Delay game.
Monterey.
Offense. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
I'll tell you what, Coronado has apparently come into this week and said, defensive backs, we're challenging you and we trust you, because they have been locked up man-to-man across the field.
Well, I like the penetration that they're getting coming up the field and trying to get the Monterey players before they can even get to the hole. They put a lot of pressure. Jonah Reed has thrown the ball well here in the early going. He's going to get a chance here again. Going to throw it over the outside. Oh, my goodness, they actually threw it back inside. Cam Taylor turned outside initially and then adjusted to it, and he almost could have caught it, I think.
Like Cam Taylor was running like a flag pattern, post-corner type pattern. And Reed left that ball back to the inside. It was well covered, double covered over there, as a matter of fact. Cox and Willie Crane back there. And Crane certainly had an opportunity to intercept it. He kind of misjudged his leap, and that let Cam Taylor have an opportunity to catch it, but goes down as just an incomplete pass.
3rd and 15 for Monterey. Ball at their 29-yard line. They need to get out to the 44. Pass, here comes pressure. Going to set up a screen, has room, a lot of room, out to the 45, the 50. He's on his own to the 30, down to the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Flag is down. And that's Q Boyd. And once he got out in the open a little bit, it was going. Let's see what the call is.
Sideline warning. Monterey. There is no yardage penalty for this warning. The result of the play is a touchdown.
Well, they went tunnel screen right there, and actually Coronado was in great position. They had a defensive player that read it and was right in the throwing lane between Jonah Reed and Q Boyd, but it went just an inch or two above that defender's outreached arms right to Q Boyd, and then the tunnel was in effect from there, and he used it all the way to the goal line, and ends up being a huge play for Monterey.
14-0. Maybe they'll kick it this time. Last time Noah Alexander stood up and ran it in. This time the kick is on its way, and it is good. Another McGavick Nissan touchdown on the tunnel screen to Cam Taylor from Jonah Reed. So a couple of touchdown passes here for the Monterey Plainsmen.
You're hitting a car crash. You're injured. You're in pain. Your car's damaged and you're not working. Certainly the insurance company is going to take care of your bills and repairs, right? Wrong. The insurance company is moving at a snail's pace and your bills are piling up. You're missing work and can't support your family. Stressful. This is why you need Chad Jones Law. Before you get angry with the insurance company's ridiculous offers and feet dragging, don't get mad. Get Chad.
Has your car been through hail? Then bring it to the professionals at Daniel Dent Company. Specializing in paintless dent and hail repair, they've got you covered and will work with all insurance claims. With Daniel Dent Company, you get a professional and highly trained staff that's a cut above the rest. Free consultations, lifetime warranty, and 100% satisfaction guaranteed.
We do one thing and do it well. Paintless dent repair.
Daniel Dent Company, 5605 Marsha Sharp Freeway.
So we'll head to the second quarter. And Monterey leads it 15-0. If you're watching the replay of this game, it will be replayed later tonight on KCBD, Channel 11 at 12:30. If you would like to tune in for that, there you get a great look at the moon through the clouds. And you see the score there, 15-0 Plainsmen as we head to the second quarter.
Coronado unable to generate a first down through that first quarter. Had a couple of possessions, including one off of that big turnover. But so far, tough sledding against the Plainsmen defense.
So Martinez will tee it up on the south 40. Campbell Stanek will be one of the deep backs.
Back deep to receive for the Mustangs, number 1, Campbell Stanek. And number 25.
It looks like 25 on the far side of the field, and that is Aaron Hernandez. Here's the pooch kick, going to be fair caught at right on the 30-yard line. Good catch that time by Andrew Ramirez.
I get a feeling this is a big drive for Coronado right here. They need to answer, get a little bit of belief and a little momentum back on their sideline.
Lubbock ISD is proud to participate in the statewide initiative for sportsmanship and athletics, the Texas Way. Please join our athletes, coaches, and officials in their
Maintain possession of the ball, coach, and pick up some first downs and have some success. Feel like you can move it up and down the field. Here's motion coming to this side. Cam Miller, now he'll reverse and go back. Going to pitch it forward. That's a pass. Beckham's got it. He's trying to get around the corner. He's just a sophomore. And pretty good play right there by the Mustangs.
A little shuttle pass, what they used to call it. Tight end coming back across the formation. Nicely designed play right there. Good start to the drive. Now they got to follow it up with second and third down if needed.
Plainsmen were there. He got out to the 36, pickup of 6. Second down and 4 for Coronado. Left-hand side run, no place to go. Gonna lose a yard.
Ethan Tobias that time sweep around the left side. Great penetration over there on that side. And been KJ Russell and Jordan Evans getting across the line of scrimmage, making the play in the backfield again. And they just got 4 down linemen. Linebackers, of course, normal depth, but these the front 4 from Monterey right now is been pretty dominant.
Loss of a couple. Third down and 6 now for the Mustangs. Rolling left, Villalobos throws the ball, knocked away. Good defensive play. Taman Fitch over there to knock it away, and they'll bring up 4th down.
Actually, David Bockham that was in there, quarterback, lefty, just a sophomore. They're going to sprint out over to the left side of the offense, trying to get the ball on a comeback route or an out pattern just to pick up the first down, but Bockham's pass goes incomplete. Another punt coming for the Mustangs.
Cam Taylor back to deep. He'll try to catch this one or pick it up cleanly. There's the punts out of there. Or maybe he'll just stay away from it. Look at him, coach. He's not even going to go over there near it.
He may have got some coaching
he
after
did.
that last one.
So pretty good punt out of there.
You're hitting a car crash. You're injured. You're in pain. The car's damaged and you're not working. Certainly the insurance company is going to take care of your bills and repairs, right? Wrong. The insurance company is moving at a snail's pace and your bills are piling up. You're missing work and can't support your family. Stressful. This is why you need Chad Jones Law. Before you get angry with the insurance company's ridiculous offers and feet dragging, don't get mad. Get Chad.
Quarter and a couple of minutes. Oh, blown play here. Reed, they did. He lost control of it. He seemed to have trouble. Missed the handoff. I don't know exactly what happened, but that play was blown up from the beginning.
It looked like both backs were going to be the lead blocker, and neither one of them volunteered to be the ball carrier that time, and that left it to Jonah Reed to just try to do whatever he can with it. No place to go. The ball did come out, and very fortunate for the Plainsmen, they would get back on it.
Brady Curry is the guy that jumped back down on top of it. You're going to give that loss of yardage to Jonah?
Unfortunately, that's where it has to go.
Going to be 2nd down and 14 now for Monterey. This time they'll get the ball handed off to Legend Williams. Well, the Mustangs are back in the backfield quickly. He'll get the forward back and another yard on top of that. But the Mustangs are back there trying to disrupt this early.
Number
One of the guys,
of the defense,
Jeremiah Sertus. I don't know
down.
why we can hear that so good, but the regular crowd noise we can't hear very good.
I just wonder, we won't know till next week. Probably won't ever know, but Monterey going with this 2-back set, and they've been in it exclusively. You just wonder if they're trying to implement some concepts that Tascosa had success with last week. Not that Tascosa runs this set, but similar power running game, especially right off of the perimeter.
Deuce Moore in motion, but Reed's back to pass. Now he may have to run with it. Going to just toss it forward. There's a flag down on the field as well. He told me earlier, he said, we're actually going to change up our offense a little bit, go to the 2 backs, gives us some more options. And he didn't really feel like
holding defense number 6.
Or getting
the 10-yard penalty from the previous
what they
spot,
wanted.
And an automatic first down.
Out of the tight ends, and that kind of thing. So he thought this 2-back, especially with those 2 backs, might give you a few more options.
Just another tough break for Coronado right here. They defend it well, get pressure on the quarterback, and end up getting a defensive holding call down the field on what basically was a throwaway right there, an opportunity for Coronado to have a 3rd down stop, but instead the penalty gives Monterey another first down, quarter 4 first down by penalty this time.
Reed has it. Looked like Monterey jumped a little bit in the backfield, give it away. Trying to get loose, can't quite do it. That's Legend Williams once again. Wrapped up, then did a couple of circles there before going down.
Defense again by Coronado. It was a 4-yard gain, but all in all, stood up pretty well at the point of attack.
2nd and 7, back to throw, going deep, has Cam Taylor, he's open, caught it at about the 17, trying to get away at the 10, and stepped out of bounds. Back in coverage for the Mustangs, number 31, Amar Balduke. Another well-thrown ball.
Cornerback slipped that time. He got beat on the go route by Cam Taylor and then slipped as he was trying to recover, and another well-thrown ball there by Jonah Reed.
Got all the way down to the 11. And who'd they give that one to?
That was Legend Williams right up the middle, gets about 8.
There they go again, and this is Deuce Moore. He'll take it in for the touchdown. Monterey has scored again.
Went tempo after the big pass play. Immediately got on the line of scrimmage and hit Coronado with a quick run right up the middle. 8 yards to Legend Williams, and then they wasted no time as soon as it was spotted. Right back in formation, handed to Deuce Moore, and he went to final 3 to get it in the end zone.
And Monterey's up 21-0, extra point.
False start.
Well, they got a false start before we try that. That was a McGavick Nissan touchdown. McGavick Nissan, your home team Nissan dealer. And a run up the middle by Deuce Moore. Big pass play from Reed to Taylor set it up down at the 11-yard line. Ball is down. Kick is on its way. 5 yards further back. And it is no good. Did he miss it?
He did. Hooked it left.
No good on the extra point. So that'll leave the score 21-0. Monterey on top of Coronado here on the Texas Sports Marketing Radio Network.
And that touchdown replay brought to you by McGavick Nissan of Lubbock. McGavick Nissan, your home team Nissan dealer. It's time for Hill and Iapolo's scoring drive summary. The Plainsmen scoring drive went 70 yards in 70 plays using 2.5 minutes, ending in a 2-yard touchdown rush by number 4, Deuce Moore. On the kick, 23, Cam Martinez.
You're watching it online right now. It's streaming on KCBD.com. Fair catch going to be taken at the 22-yard line. Coming up to make that catch was Rebel Beckham again. So it will be Coronado football. That last drive for the Plainsmen, they went 70 yards in 6 plays at 2:27 off the clock. And had the 3-yard touchdown run by Deuce Moore. Extra point was no good. But they had gotten 2 on the first touchdown, so back to normal. 21 points on the board for the Monterey Plainsmen.
Mustangs can be heard on 93.7 FM with David Thetford and Randy Dean bringing you all the action.
Long pass right there. That was it. And he got him down there close. Coronado back on offense. Coach got to get something going. There's one. Got it up through the middle and going to be a nice run of about 8 or 9 yards.
Real nice design on that play right there. That's going to be Beckham on the carry. And he has not had very many carries this year, but a nice job. They went in a 2-back set of their own. Kind of motioned him a little bit over here towards the Monterey sideline, and then at the snap of the ball, he stopped and went back and received a handoff, able to get ahead for about 9 yards.
So it's 2nd down and 1 for the Mustangs. They flipped 2 from over here, from the right side of the line to the other side. Monterey almost jumped. Here's the give in the backfield, straight ahead. Going to be enough for the first down. And a big pile of the players there pushing back. But J.J. Villalobos picks it up.
Quarterback power that time. Lead blocker, the running back, let him up. Ethan Tobias, the running back, let him up into the hole. Needed 1, got 3. Coronado's initial first down of the game. Quarter 4 first down for the Mustangs.
7:05 to go here in the first half. It's 21-0. Monterey on top of Coronado. Villalobos is the quarterback. Ethan Tobias is the running back on his left side. 2 wideouts up top. 1 split out here by himself. And Villalobos again with the run. Going to run out of bounds on the Monterey side at around the 37. No gain on the play.
High snap that time, and intended to be a handoff to Ethan Tobias.
It
but
was.
The ball nearly went over Villalobos' head. He had to kind of tip it to himself and catch the rebound. And at that time, he made a good decision. He just ran where the hole was supposed to be and get anything he could. Basically, no gain, but he salvaged the play by keeping that ball off of the ground.
Well, he made a very athletic play to get his hand on that ball and to then catch it after he tipped it. Got a line of receivers up top. Villalobos steps in the opening, going to throw it. Almost picked off. Taman Fitch, he had a really great chance at that one.
Coronado stacked 3 receivers to the wide side of the field over there right in front of their bench and tried to run a little flood concept. The 2 receivers got very, very close together. The go route and the out route were just too close together, which put extra defensive players around it. Taman Fitch won't get a very much of an easier interception than that one, but knocked it down to the ground, creates 3rd and long for Coronado.
They need 10. 4-man front for the Plainsmen. Three linebackers and back to pass. Villalobos going to throw the go pattern on the outside. It's out there and overthrown.
Pass intended for number 6, Willie Crane.
Had a chance on that one, trying to get the ball to Willie Crane.
Put 3 receivers down here to the near side and then took Willie Crane and motioned him out of the backfield to the far side of the field. Made it an empty set, and then Crane just went on a go route. And he was going against Tamon Fitch and actually had a couple of steps on him, but he did not locate the ball in the air soon enough. And so it goes as an overthrown pass that time, but good design for Coronado, just unable to make it pay off.
Cam Taylor is back for Monterey, awaiting this punt. Good snap. Good pressure that time from the Plainsmen. Going to be a little shorter at 31. Taylor's just going to let it bound inside the 30 to around the 27-yard line.
Downing the ball for the Mustangs, number 9, Rebel Becker.
So that will put Monterey back out on the field.
There's
Plenty of
power in
time,
keeping it
6:20.
local. Let Commercial Electric put the power back in your hands. For over 40 years, Commercial Electric Generator Sales and Service has kept the lights on and businesses moving forward. We are West Texas's #1 Generac generator dealer, as well as your one-stop shop for sales and service. With us, you don't have to worry about your yearly maintenance. We'll give you a call. Commercial Electric is your trusted team for all your electrical and generator needs.
Call Commercial Electric.
Chance to really drop the hammer on him.
Up in the backfield, Deuce Moore coming left, cuts it back in. These are the 40, 45, 50. Going to be run out of bounds in Coronado territory at around the 35, 36-yard. No down. Now the referee, another referee got there. He's going to be around the 35-yard line. See where they put it down. They may mark it back further. Well, let's see. We're going to put it at the 32 of Coronado.
42 yards, see if that math works out. But just the same old play they've been running. Sweep around the left side, this time with Deuce Moore. And he found a seam up the sideline.
Gonna fake it this time. Rolling right is Reed. Gonna throw it deep and incomplete. Nobody was deep.
No foul for intentional grounding.
Well covered that time by Coronado.
They
They had a little flood concept of their own. 2 receivers. One was supposed to go deep. The middle receiver then going about 10 and out, and trying to slip Legend Williams as the short receiver out in the flat. Coronado did a great job matching all 3 of them, and good decision right there. Jonah Reed on the sprint out. Seeing it well covered, he just sailed that one out of the end zone. Lived to play another down.
That was a quarter 4 first down a moment ago. Here they're going to give it again. Big hole left side, through it to the 10, to the 5. It's going to be a touchdown for the Monterey Plainsmen. Well, that just the seas parted right there. I'm telling you.
This play Monterey's run every week, and it's a good play. They make it look like it's going to be a sprint out this time. It looks like they're going to sprint out to the right, and then as the quarterback's rolling that way, he just slips the ball into the stomach of the running back on that side, makes it turn into a little counter draw situation. And boy, you're right, it opened up. They kicked out the defensive end, caved down the defensive tackle, and there was nobody between Deuce Moore and the goal line. He took it the distance.
Extra point. This time on its way and good. Another quarter 4 touchdown, a 32-yard touchdown run by Deuce Moore. McGaffey Nissan, your home team. Nissan dealer. 28-0. Monterey on top of Coronado here on the Texas Sports Marketing Radio Network.
Has your car been through hail? Then bring it to the professionals at Daniel Dent Company. Specializing in paintless dent and hail repair, they've got you covered and will work with all insurance claims. With Daniel Dent Company, you get a professional and highly trained staff that's a cut above the rest. Free consultations, lifetime warranty, and 100% satisfaction guaranteed.
We do one thing and do it well. Paintless dent repair.
Daniel Dent Company, 5605 Marsha Sharp Freeway.
Washington Lubbock ISD fleet vehicles this season. On to kick for the Plainsmen, number 23, Cam Martinez. for the Mustangs, number 1, Campbell Stanek. And number 24, Torrance Cox.
Out of bounds. The Plainsman, one of the Plainsmen there was Armand White, number 12.
Making the tackle on the play, number 2, Noah Alexander.
Cox showed good speed right there.
Yeah.
He fielded the ball after it hit the ground, bounced right up to him, tried to come all the way back across the field. Just could never really see a hole that he felt comfortable turning up the field in. So Monterey's able to string him all the way to the sideline. But Cox showed that he had a little bit of giddy up to him.
Just 4 plays using 1 minute 35 seconds on the clock, ending in a touchdown run scored by number 4, Deuce Moore.
There's a quick pass to the outside. Monterey is there, though, to make the stop. Taman Fitch all over Campbell Stanek.
Get the ball in Stanek's hands, wide receiver screen, but you're right, the Plainsman defense all over that. Taman Fitch, nobody there to block him, and Stanek ended up losing 3 yards on the play.
That last drive for the Plainsmen was 3 plays, 73 yards. On the touchdown by Deuce Moore, 32 yards on the run. It took 25 seconds. Here's J.J. Villalobos looking to make a connection there. What a catch by Stanek. My goodness. A one-handed grab.
He got away with being in motion that time, cut up the field a little bit early. He came in motion across the formation and then out into the flat on the pass pattern. A great catch, reached back behind him, one-handed catch, and then able to get up the sideline for some extra yards. Gets them back here to within 3rd down and 2 needed for that first down.
Picked up 11 there. They're swinging it outside again. Nowhere to go again. Great defense once again. Taman Fitch.
Taman Fitch, kind of same thing as they started on first down. Wide receiver screen, and Fitch reads it and beats the blockers, gets to Stanek and throws him back for a loss here of about, 4 yards on that?
Yep, got him back in at the 29-yard line, loss of 4. Going to be 4th down and 6, and the Mustang offense still on the field. Villalobos maybe trying to draw him off here. Down to 4:22.
He drew his own team off. False start on the
False
Mustangs.
start. Offense number 11. It's a 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
You hate it when that happens. So the ball will be back at the 24 now. And here comes the punt team.
After the penalty yardage, sets up 4th down and 11.
Back to punt for the Coronado Mustangs. Parker Botima.
On the punt, number 88, Parker Botima.
And I assume Cam Taylor's back deep for the Monterey Plainsmen. He's really been kind of deep. The ball's been hitting the ground about 15 yards in front of him. Maybe he's tightened it up a little bit this time. Pretty good pressure by the Plainsmen. Oh, it's going to do the same thing, but take a backward bounce at the 50 and back to the 46-yard line of the Mustangs. So Monterey, there you look at Coach Sims on the Monterey sideline. Monterey back out on the field.
Fans, be sure to check out the video replay of tonight's game.
Ball at the Coronado 45 and 3:45 left to go in the first half. Handed forward, going to reverse it and pitch back to Reed, wide open down the field, dropped at the 6-yard line. It was wide open, and that's Deuce Moore.
Double reverse pass. Nobody accounted for Deuce Moore. He started in the backfield, looked like he was going to be the lead blocker on the sweep, and instead just slipped past all of the defenders down there about the 5-yard line all by his lonesome. And it went right through his hands, off his number, and through his hands again to the turf. As went for the jugular right there by the Monterey Plainsmen, already up 28, and reach in there for that trick play. And boy, it was certainly well designed and set up.
It was there, no doubt about it. Going to give it to Moore, this time off the right side for about 1 yard. So from a sure touchdown of 45 yards to a 1 yard gain. Third down now for the Monterey Plainsmen, 9 yards needed.
Another opportunity for the Mustang defense. And they've had several of these, but have not been able to get off the field on third down.
Well, there's a legal procedure.
Timeout, Monterey.
Oh, timeout.
Monterey, they're first of the half.
This timeout brought to you by Champion Energy.
I'd gone to school, I'd started college, and just not done particularly well. The thing for me was the time commitment for the courses, like 16-week courses were just really long. And so I heard a lot of folks talking about Wayland and the opportunities there. And the thing was, there were folks that looked like me, and there were folks that were my age, because I was a whole lot older when I started back. Seeing them be successful, it really did push me and drive me to want to get to the finish line.
There are more than 10,000 colleges and universities in the United States, and only a few hundred are considered to be America's finest. And who is paving the way at America's finest colleges and universities as America's brightest future leaders? Graduates from the Lubbock Independent School District. The Lubbock Independent School District. Your child's story begins here.
Open, incomplete, no flag. Well, that was close, trying to get it out there to Q Boyd, and then the coverage back there was Zavondrick Stevenson.
Stevenson recovered, but it was a straight go pattern by Q Boyd, and he ran right past him, had a lot of separation initially. The ball hung up in the air just a little bit. Stevenson able to get back there, and just as the ball arrived, he made contact with Q Boyd. I actually think it's a real good no call out of the referees back there. But fortunate for Coronado that they were able to knock that one away.
Fourth down play coming up. There's a little crossing pattern, dropped again. This is Cam Taylor dropping it. That play was there, and that would have certainly picked up the first down.
Potential huge gainer right there. That twin formation here to the near side. Zadavian Taylor was the inside receiver. He goes straight up the field, and then Cam Taylor, the outside receiver, is running a square in right behind him. And boy, the turf was wide open right there. And Jonah Reed threw a good ball to him, hit him right on the numbers. But I think that Cam may have been looking up the field to see where he was going to get to go.
Saw it right there.
Took his eye off of the ball, and so Coronado gets a stop.
Stop for the Mustangs. Yeah, they'll come, gonna run it right left side. There's an opening at the 35, still going. Gonna be caught around the 30 and taken down. That's Campbell Stanek with the football.
Wildcat formation that time, and snapped it directly to Campbell Stanek, and boy, he finally got a huge hole around that left side over there, and he hit it, showed some of his athletic ability. Get down inside the 30-yard line. Great hustle by KJ Russell, defensive lineman, that's able to get back there and actually make the tackle on Stanek, but it's 28 yards down the field. Quarter 4 first down for Coronado.
Big time run on the stop. KJ Russell or Stanek might have taken it in for the touchdown. Here's a little forward pitch. Not gonna go for much. Monterey snipped that one out pretty quickly.
Shuttle pass to Hayden Harger, the H-back, tight end.
This is the 2-minute timeout.
He fought hard to try to get anything out of it that he could. I think it's actually going to go for no gain.
So it will be the 2-minute timeout. We'll take it to 28-0 the score. Monterey on top of Coronado here on the Texas Sports Marketing Radio Network.
Stadium lights are on. There's a chill in the air, and football is back. UMB Bank is proud to sponsor KCBD's Thursday Night Throwdown. Let's go Matadors.
The KCBD End Zone Sports app gives you complete coverage of high school sports. Highlights, scores, content you won't find anywhere else. Get it all in one place and make the KCBD End Zone Sports app your app.
Completion to number 1, Campbell Stanek. Leading the Plainsmen on the tackle, number 6, Zach Hall.
Well, they got started quickly, and they had a little flare pass out to Campbell Stanek from Villalobos, and he'll pick up 6 yards down to the 22, going again. Swing it out there to Stanek, and a flag comes in late. Looked like he was a little bit short of the first down.
Passes to get the ball to Campbell Stanek, this time a wide receiver screen. And,
defense number 6.
Face mask on
Monterey
Monterey
that
that
time.
time.
Goal. Automatic first down.
A holding call over there. Stanek kind of danced around a little bit, and that made those blockers have to hold on to their block a long time. But good news for Coronado is that it ends up being a face mask, and they'll get a first down by penalty.
That'll make it 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line of the Monterey Plainsmen. Gonna hand it forward this time to Stanek. He is bottled up with nowhere to go. And in there immediately just running over him was Armand White. It looked like he handed that ball off.
He did. That's a jet sweep running play for Campbell Stanek. And either way, it's going to be a loss of 3 yards.
Timeout. Coronado. They're first of the half.
Timeout. We'll keep it here. These timeouts our timeouts are much longer than the players' timeout. Have you noticed? We just take minutes, but in basketball, didn't you? You never had enough time, did you?
No.
Football, it just seems like it's. I don't know what you're telling them, but it doesn't take as long. Seems like it would take longer.
They got farther to walk. Maybe that's why they last longer.
Basketball, I was always like, just give me another couple minutes. We really don't know what we're doing. Good chance here for the Mustangs, though, to get it in the end zone, trailing 28-0. And they could certainly use some momentum going in. There's Coach Andrew Roy. And I'm telling you, we got the finest coaches in this town, in Lubbock ISD, and even some of the surrounding coaches, too. Here we go, quickly, throws it backwards this time, double pass. It's there, touchdown Coronado. Backwards pass and threw it up the field, and out there was Graham Harden. And an easy pass catch, and very nicely done.
Good job coming out with tempo, number 1. They came out of the timeout, ran straight to the line of scrimmage, and as soon as the ball was marked for play, they snapped it. Little Lobos throws it out to Campbell Stanek. Looks like the wide receiver screen they've tried so many different times. But this time, Campbell Stanek raised up and threw it into the end zone to Graham Harden, who caught it. 13-yard touchdown for Coronado.
Kick is up and good by Sky Zent. And that will put them on the board. A McGavick Nissan touchdown on a backward pass, forward pass. Villalobos to Stanek to Harden. And the Mustangs are on the board 28-7. McGavick Nissan, your home team Nissan dealer. We'll be right back.
Back deep to receive for the Plainsmen. Number 1, Q Boyd, and number 3, Cam Taylor. On to kick for the Mustangs, number 41, Ronald Magas.
Carries it back there to Q Boyd, and this is reminiscent of what he did at El Paso Franklin. It's a great return, but bottom line to it is he just refuses to be tackled. Several Mustangs got their hands on him, but unable to get him to the ground, and next thing you know, you look up and he's headed towards the end zone. They finally do get him down somewhere around the 20-yard line, just inside the, where they can mark it.
And they mark it at the 36.
I'm not sure how it got to there, but.
Maybe that's just where they, there's going to be a penalty.
Holding. Receiving team number 42. That's a 10-yard penalty. First down. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 0 of the kicking team. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 44 of the return team. Those fouls offset. This is both players' first unsportsmanlike conduct of the game.
So Monterey is going to have it at the 48-yard line. I don't really know how it ended up there.
They had a holding penalty at the 33.
Oh, okay.
Drop the flag and they go, well, let's see, I guess at the 38. This is a 10-yard penalty, right? So
there he goes.
10 yards from the spot of the foul.
Here comes the flag. I just saw it come in.
So a little bit of a break for Coronado, but still great field position for Monterey.
Back to pass, Reed, going to throw the tunnel screen again. It's open again, the 40 to 35, cuts across the 30. Going to be tripped up and taken down. That's Q Boyd again. Maybe they're going to let him get the rest of it.
They went tunnel screen to Q Boyd this time.
Yep.
Deuce Moore ends up being the kick-out blocker out of the backfield again. Well designed, and again, it parts very nicely for Q Boyd. And quarter 4 first down for Monterey, and they're right down there knocking on the door again at the 25-yard line.
Picked up 23 yards on the play all the way to the 25. 40 seconds left to go here in the first half of the ball game. And the score, if you just tuned in, 28-7. Monterey leading the Coronado Mustangs. David Thetford along with Coach Randy Dean. And Monterey's been fairly dominant in this game, although 28-7, Coach, you know, you're in the ball game. Certainly want to hold the Plainsmen out here if you're the Mustangs.
Yeah, that's kind of a big deal. Coronado will get the ball to start the second half. They don't want to give up points here before the half. You got to really credit the offensive line for Monterey. They've done a great job. Jonah Reed's been back to throw the ball 14 times here in this first half, and really only one time has he been under any significant pressure.
Here come the Plainsmen. First down and 10 at the 25 of the Mustangs. Now we're
back-to-back timeouts.
So we're going to have another timeout. Not everybody was on the same page. We're going to keep it right here. There's Coach Sims. They're not going to have another one.
No, but they reset the play clock for them.
That was nice. Legend Williams on the left, Deuce Moore on the right. Two-back offense for the Monterey Plainsmen. Reed looking, throws over the middle and over the head of Q Boyd, incomplete.
We had Boyd and Cam Taylor over here on the same side. Taylor outside receiver, Boyd in the slot. And tried to get Q Boyd on a quick slant pattern, and pretty well covered by Coronado that time. Man-to-man on him, linebacker dropping back underneath it. And that ball sailed high and wide, goes incomplete.
Second down and 10, 36 seconds left in the first half. Coming in from the sideline is going to be Caleb Robertson with the play. He's number 42 and a receiver. Down the middle, wide open, touchdown, Cam Taylor.
3 receivers here to the near side. Cam Taylor, the most outside one. That put Coronado in his zone defense, but boy, they lost track of Cam Taylor. He just kind of ran a little post pattern right to the middle of the field, and there was not a Mustang within 10 or 15 yards of him. Easy throw and catch and a touchdown for Monterey.
Another McGavick Nissan touchdown on the 25-yard completion from Jonah Reed to Cam Taylor, and he was all alone in the middle of the end zone. Kick is up, and it is good by Eric Martinez. That'll make the score 35-7 here with only 27 seconds left in the first half of the ball game.
Stadium lights are on. There's a chill in the air, and football is back. UMB Bank is proud to sponsor KCBD's Thursday Night Throwdown. Let's go Matadors.
The KCBD End Zone Sports app gives you complete coverage of high school sports. Highlights, scores, content you won't find anywhere else. Get it all in one place and make the KCBD End Zone Sports app your app.
One from last night, the Estacado Matadors came back to beat Andrews 28-20. A heck of a ball game. I'm telling you, it was a great game. And, Estacado scored 3 late touchdowns to catch them. They were ahead 20-7. Andrews was over the Matadors. They came back and defeated them. And a really great effort by Coach Ward and his Matadors. Here's the kickoff. Going to be caught at the 23-yard line, right back up the right side, across the 35. Good job that time by Andrew Ramirez to get it back up the field.
First out of bounds by number 12, Armand White. First down for the Mustang.
23 seconds to go. And the ball at the 38-yard line of Coronado. I know if you're the Mustangs, you'd love to get Campbell Stanek out in some space, try to see if he could get loose. Villalobos has been getting it to him quickly this season, so he'd have time to try to make adjustments. But Monterey's done a pretty good job of corralling him.
They really have. They've rallied to the ball well on those short wide receiver screens.
They just handed off this time, running left. Not a lot of room in there to run. On the carry that time, Willie Crane. You know, Coronado, their starting running back this year was Aiden Gutierrez.
Coronado.
They were really looking forward to his junior season, but he got hurt early, and he won't be back this year, is my understanding.
And you can tell they've been on the search committee since then and trying a lot of different guys tonight, trying to get the ball in somebody's hands, let them find some holes. Willie Crane being one of them, but it's been hard sledding, tough sledding for him. Ethan Tobias as well. No holes generated whatsoever, really. The only success they've had, that one Wildcat formation where they snapped it straight to Stanek, and he was able to get around the left side, and Rebel Beckham had 9 yards on the play himself one time. But other than that, boy, it's been tough for Coronado, and that tells you that the defensive front for Monterey has done a great job. Those 4 down linemen, we called their names off earlier, but they have really played well up front.
Second down and 10. The scoreboard clock does not have the time up on it right now. It's 20-something.
9 seconds.
9 seconds. There it is. Here's a long pass. It's going to be over the head and dropped at the 24. That was Damon Fitch again. He looked like he was the one on the route.
Yep, he was the deepest guy, which he should be in this situation. Defensive back, you want to make sure nobody gets behind you. They didn't. Villalobos just threw it as far as he could. But that Fitch was the only one back there. Went straight through his hands down to the ground. Now we're down to 2 seconds.
Third down play coming up. Cam Miller split out there. Taman Fitch, you get a look at them there if you're watching on TV or on your computer. Last play, barring a penalty here in the first half of the ball game.
Oh, snapped over his head.
Mustangs just need to get on top of it. And the horn's going to sound, and Coronado does get it covered up. I think it was Willie Crane who got back there. It was. I don't know how you score that. They still got 1 second on the clock. Now it's gone. How are you going to score that one? Who gets the carry on that one?
I guess Willie Crane gets it because he fell on it.
Oh, my goodness.
Nothing fair about it, but I guess that's what you got to do. Not that it makes a lot of difference to Coronado right now.
No, it doesn't. The main thing was to get on top of the ball. We are at halftime. And the Coronado Mustangs trail the Monterey Plainsmen 35-7 as the teams head to the locker room. Stay with us. We'll be back with the halftime show and stats and scores, so stay tuned for that. Coming up here on the Texas Sports Marketing Radio Network.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to your Coronado Band's portion of tonight's halftime. Allow our drum majors, Gabriella Dick, Bailey Dorman, Jaden Meadows, and Hadassah Vasquez to take you on a journey through the clouds as we present our 2025 production, Above the Horizon. Songs include Pressure from the Project Cars 2 original soundtrack, Ominous with Building Intensity from Symphony No. 3 by Kimberly Archer, Great Gig in the Sky by Pink Floyd, and Asphalt Cocktail by John Mackey. Put your hands together for your Coronado Band and enjoy the show. The CHS Band would like to thank our amazing faculty, staff, parents, and alumni for your continued support. Work hard, respect always, excellence in everything. We are Mustangs, and we are family. We would also like to wish the Monterey High School Band good luck tomorrow as they travel to Denver City for their first contest of the season.
Watch it, careful.
Ladies and gentlemen, Monterey High School is proud to present the Monterey High School Marching Band, the Swing and Beat from 50th Street. The band would first like to congratulate the Coronado High School Mustang Band on a great performance. How about another round of applause for that Mustang Band? Both of these bands will be performing tomorrow at the Tumbleweed Marching Festival in Denver City, and we would love to have a Lubbock strong crowd there to cheer them both on. For your halftime entertainment, the MHS Band will present their 2025 contest production, Outside the Box. Our production begins with Pat Metheny's First Circle. Our performance continues with Vienna Tang's Hymn of Axiom, followed by Somno di Valder by Christopher Tin and Nitro by Frank Tikelli. Drum majors for the MHS Band are Bella Palomo, Eli Ponce, Jaden Smith, and Jazekiah Young. Color guard captains are Madison Ashley and Kylie Trotty. Color guard lieutenants are Shelby Lynn and Sarah Metzger. Band president is Jazekiah Young, and skunk captain is Logan Hahn. Directors of the Swing and Beat are Rodney Gurley, Dave McCown, and Tony Aguilar, with student teacher Ashley Thomas. Color guard instructor is Kylie Jones. As chosen by the drum majors, the section of the week for this week are the French Horns. Congratulations, French Horns. And now, here is your Monterey High School Swing and Beat from 50th Street.
Estacado the last 2 weeks. They played Randall Thursday before, and that was a great game. It was 0-0 at the end of the third quarter, and I totally enjoyed the game. It really, both teams had done a great job, and then it ended up, Randall scored first, made it 7-0. Estacado came back just like they did last night with late scores to get the victory.
Yeah, I think Estacado, just touching on that as we wait to kickoff here tonight, I think Estacado, there's some things they'll get better at. They want to get better at, and they've identified it to get better at. But more, one thing they got to be very, very excited is how the last 2 weeks they've been down in the fourth quarter and just had that refuse to lose attitude. And I mean to tell you, now they dug in, made defensive stops, defensive plays, and got points on the board with those explosive athletes that they have. And they got to be excited about that because they'll know in the playoffs they're never out of a game.
Just keep fighting. Here's the kickoff to begin the second half. Coronado will get it. They deferred, but they're going to get it after the penalty. The kick goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds.
And they will.
Ball will be placed at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line is where they'll start. Which that's a good field position. And they need it. The thing is, they just need to figure out a way to move the ball. They have not been able to, because they can't run it. They have not been able to run it against this Monterey defense.
It wasn't a very happy halftime locker room in there for Coronado, but I think probably Coach Roy would talk to his team about, hey, wipe the scoreboard, don't even worry about it. Let's go play one play at a time, and let's start putting some things together, stack some things together, and see if they can find some success, and it'll all start right here from the 30-yard line.
Stanek in motion behind the quarterback, going to give it to the up man. Whoa, he is cartwheeled on the carry that time for the first time, I think, Zavondrick Stevenson.
You're right, first time he's touched the ball, and a nice hole, one of the better holes that they've had all night long.
Picked up 6 on the play. Goes again, tries to stretch it out, could not get away. Down low around his feet was Zay Hall.
He thought he had a chance to bounce that one around the corner. Hall closed quickly, make a very solid tackle.
Ball's at the 37, pick up 1 on the play. 3rd down and 4. Well, looks like a long 3. Motion from Stanek again. Gonna fake it to him, give it. Here's running up through the inside, caught immediately. That's Ethan Tobias on the run, and making the initial contact was Javion Ramon.
That play looked like it had a chance right there to at least get the first down. Big hole, but Ramon closes it in a hurry, and boy, what a tackle. Just puts his big old claws around him, bear hugs him, gets him down to the ground. And
after the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 5 of the defense. It's a 15-yard penalty.
That's going to help.
And an automatic
Coronado's calls right there. And it was on the player. Maybe he tackled too hard.
Might be able to see it as far as watching it here on the stream anyway.
Or talking a little bit too much. He does throw him down.
Yeah, slammed him down on the ground after all progress was stopped.
So that big penalty takes it into Monterey territory at the 47.
Campbell Stanek across the formation in motion, tried to slip him out there on about a little arrow route, 5 yards and towards the sideline. Great closing speed right there out of the defensive back, and that's a whisker away from being a pick 6 going the other way. That's Terrence King getting a great read, great jump on it. And that one very easily could have been a pick 6 going the other way. Fortunate for Coronado that it's just an incomplete pass.
Tobias in the backfield with J.J. Villalobos. 2nd down and 10. Pitch it forward. This is a pass. Going to turn it up the inside the 40 now of the Plainsmen.
Flag coming out from the umpire, and he's signaling holding against the Mustangs.
Holding. Offense number 52. It's a 10-yard penalty. 2nd down.
I like the design of that play, though, Coach. I really did.
Yeah, the misdirection. Looks like it's going to be sprint out to the right, and then a little flip pass, shuttle pass to Beckham going back the other way underneath, and had a nice hole over there. So unfortunately, they caught Rocco Franklin, sophomore center, for a hold.
Going to be 2nd and 20 now. Rolling right, Villalobos running out of real estate, throws it up the field, knocked away. That was really a nice pass and had a great chance trying to get it to Beckham again. But cutting underneath that time and just knocking it away at the last moment.
It's a nice job by Villalobos keeping that play alive for a long time, finally finding a receiver.
Offense, more than 4 players in the backfield. That penalty's declined. 3rd down.
That defensive play was made by Armand White, number 12.
A lot of speed in the secondary for Monterey. They were able to close on that one again. What looked like had a chance to be a big play for Coronado. Hall closes on it, knocks it away. Wasn't going to matter anyway because Coronado had an illegal formation, but nonetheless, a nice play out of the secondary for Monterey.
Monterey declined that one. It'll be 3rd down and 20 now for the Mustangs. Tobias in the backfield. 3 receivers split out here to the wide side of the field. 1 in the slot. Tobias in the shotgun. Got another flag. What?
Delay game. Offense. It's a 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
This one says 3 seconds, and that one says 0 seconds. I think Coronado was looking at the 3-second one.
Well, it ought to, if you've got a clock that has time on it, you ought to.
Coach Roy's all the way out at the numbers trying to get their attention and tell them. And so far he hadn't been able to get anybody to really listen to him.
There's no foul for delay a game. There's a play clock malfunction. Please turn the play clocks off. We will keep the play clock on the field.
We've had a little bit of trouble tonight with the scoreboard here at Plains Capital Park. It's really a nice scoreboard. Now the play clock is, they're running it down and it's together now, but it wasn't on that last play. 3rd down and 20.
They didn't follow the referee's instructions. He asked them to turn it off and they'll keep it on the field. Maybe they got to run it to 0 before they can do that. But
third down play. Going to fake it. Villalobos still with the football, rolling right now. Monterey in pursuit, throws it to Tobias. He's at midfield, going to be cut down at around the 46-yard line of the Plainsmen. It's going to be short of the first down by about 9 yards.
And Villalobos playing hard right there, keeps the play alive, avoiding the rush, and it somehow sees Tobias out of the corner of his eyes, able to get the ball to him. It's a nice 11-yard pickup, but they still need 9 more to go, and they'll keep the offense on the field here on 4th down.
4th down and 9. You get a good look at J.J. Villalobos. Rolling left, going to set up and throw. Tough pass. There was good coverage there. He tried to get it in there on 4th down, and it's going to be incomplete, and the ball will go over to the Plains. But try to get it out to Stanek.
A little flood concept again. One receiver short, about 5 and out. Stanek was the middle receiver right at the first down marker on an out pattern, and then the wide receiver on a go route up the sideline. Villalobos tried to go to his favorite target. But boy, it would have taken a pinpoint pass to get it through there, well covered by the Plainsmen.
Monterey has it back, 9:31 to go in the 3rd quarter, leading 35-7. And they've got it at their own 46. Across midfield with the run spinning down to the 45-yard line. Good run by Deuce Moore.
On the tackle, number 5, J.J. Johnson.
They have not deviated a whole lot. They run pretty much that same play, a little crossbuck action. Running back Legend Williams here on the left side. It acts like he's going over towards the right, and then they hand it back to Deuce Moore coming to the left. Nice 9-yard pickup.
2nd and 1, coming near side, spinning. Going to be taken down. Nice tackle.
Number 4, Deuce Moore on the ball carrier.
Delay handoff that time, and well played by Coronado, and I think that is Isaiah Doss that's going to come up and make the play. Very nice open field tackle. Just enough to get Deuce down on the ground, keep him short of the first down.
Just needed one. He couldn't get it due to the play of Isaiah Doss. 3rd down and 1 for Monterey. At the Coronado 45-yard line, they lead it 35-7 to the Plainsmen. They give it running right. Legend Williams, he's caught. He's not going to get. He's going the wrong direction now. Pulled him down. Great defensive play there by Jeremiah Sartuz.
Sartuz, great penetration across the line of scrimmage, and also a nice job stacking the play up over there by number 23, which is Zakiah Bibbs. He stacked it up, and then Sartuz came and finished the play off, wrapped up Legend Williams, and slung him to the ground pretty physically. And Monterey's going to run the punt team out on the field.
Going to punt the ball away.
Back to kick for the Plainsmen, number 23, Cam Martinez.
Eric Martinez will handle the punting chores.
To receive, number 0, Andrew Ramirez.
And Ramirez is back deep for the Mustang, standing at about the 12 or 13-yard line. It's pretty high coming up to field it, just about the 18 or 19-yard line. It's Doss that made the catch.
Good concentration. He had Gunner right down there in his face, but he'd wait for the fair catch, but did a nice job concentrating on the ball, securing the catch.
So the Mustangs back on, 7:16 to go in the third. No scoring here in the third quarter so far. I kind of like those uniforms for the Mustangs. They got the red running Mustang on the helmet and the red and gold stripe down the middle. Those white uniforms look good. Just wish they had red numbers with gold outline.
Both of them have sharp-looking uniforms.
They
tonight.
do. They really do.
Solid, tops and bottoms matching, and the helmet to boot.
Quick pass outside, caught out there, get to the 20, up to the 25, and out of bounds.
It's Cam Miller on the wide receiver screen this time, and new quarterback in the game right there is David Bockham.
Cam Miller.
Nice job of Cam Miller getting up the sideline, pick up some good positive yardage. The late flag came in. A couple of players carried on after the whistle. We'll see which way this one's going to go.
After the play, there were fouls by both teams. Unnecessary roughness, offense number 88. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 11 in the defense. This foul's offset, second down.
So no harm, no foul, I guess. And that play picked up what, Coach, about 6?
Malcolm back just 5. They had him standing around at the 27, but now they've walked it back to the 25.
Second down and about 4 there. Let's see, a little quick pass over here to the 30. Caught and Stanek out of bounds. It'll be a quarter 4 first down, though, for the Coronado Mustangs.
It's a nice play by the sophomore quarterback. Little lefty rolling to his right side, and just a simple little 5-yard out pattern to Campbell Stanek, but the ball is well thrown. Hits him before he comes out of his break, which lets Stanek catch it and get turned up the field. It's 8-yard pickup.
Malcolm goes empty backfield. 3 receivers on the far side. Going to be a double pass. Backed it up. Almost picked off again by the Plainsmen. The Plainsmen have had like several almost pick off. That one, Armand White had a great shot at it. There were 4 Plainsmen actually in that vicinity.
Go with that double pass to a different receiver this time. And, that's 13. Graham Harden is the one that attempted the pass.
I'm not sure what 26 or they should have had a shot. Going to be second down and 10 for the Mustangs. Welcome rolling left. The left-hander throws it to the left side, incomplete. I think his receiver kind of stumbled a little bit, was falling down. That's Graham Harden.
He's doing a good job. They're just playing a pretty basic zone coverage, but they're falling back there, giving a lot of bodies in the line of sight of the quarterback, making him have tight windows to throw it into. And that one was a whole lot more blue jerseys around it than white jerseys.
Third down and 10 for the Mustangs. Pressure coming from the Plainsmen to throw it outside, incomplete through the hands. It was close. Tobias almost could reel that one in, but again, good coverage by Monterey.
We're going to get a whole lot out of it. Not a badly thrown ball right there, but good closing right there. That's number 11 for Monterey, Darius Tillman, who saw it, broke on the ball, and he dropped Tobias. Would have been right where he caught the ball, but goes down as another incompletion. This time, Coronado runs punt team out.
Coming out on the field, Latima will punt the ball away. I assume that Cam Taylor is back deep. He hadn't really caught many of them. He's not going to catch this one either. This is going to be a really short punt after it bounced backwards up the field toward Coronado's end.
Javian Ramon busted right through the center of the line and got back there and bought him a saw him, and because of it, he short-legged it. He had to really shorten up just to keep Ramon from blocking it, and as a result, got backspin on it and not very much distance to boot, and great field position coming for Monterey.
Looks like, Coach, it was about a 4-yard punt. I think the line of scrimmage was the 33, and Monterey's got it now at the 37 of Coronado. Reed gonna throw it, dumps it off late, almost picked by Coronado. That was a little bit dangerous that time, trying to drop that ball in there, trying to go to Noah Alexander, but good coverage by the Mustangs.
Started with good pressure. Got a little pressure back there on Reed. Monterey's trying to run a little mesh crossing pattern right over the center of the field. But because of that pressure, it forced Reed to hang on to it and have to step up into the pocket. Then when he decided to go to Noah Alexander with it, it was well covered.
Gonna throw it over the top. Here's a catch by Cam Taylor, and he's in for the touchdown, but there is a flag down, I believe.
Defensive holding on the Coronado defensive back. Double move, stop and go, and cornerback bit on the stop part of it, and that let Taylor run right by him and into the end zone. And another well-thrown ball by Jonah Reed, and a great over-the-shoulder catch by Cam Taylor.
Jonah Reed has really thrown the ball great in this ball game. And Coach told me that he had really begun to figure out the coverages and what they're trying to do. He said he expected a good game for him tonight, and he's gotten it.
4 touchdown passes for the junior quarterback.
It's first year here, and so he's getting his feet underneath him. He is a junior, but first time here with the Monterey Plainsmen. Extra point is up and good. That was a McGavick Nissan touchdown. McGavick Nissan, your hometown Nissan dealer. Monterey's up 42-7 with 6:06 to go in the third here on the Texas Sports Marketing Radio Network.
And that touchdown replay brought to you by McGavick Nissan of Lubbock, your home team Nissan dealer. Lubbock ISD wishes to thank River Smiths for their outstanding sponsorship and for providing meals for our third floor press box for the entire 2025 Lubbock ISD football season. Come experience a friendly atmosphere and see why River Smiths has been voted Best of Lubbock. We hope to serve you and your family soon. Stop by to see us at 406 Avenue Q. Circle K is a proud sponsor of Lubbock ISD Athletics. Sign up today for their Easy Pay card and save 10 cents a gallon. Visit any Circle K location for more details. On to kick for the Plainsmen, number 23, Cam Martinez. Back deep to receive, number 1, Cam Standing, and number 24, Torrance Cox.
Cam Taylor finds his way into the end zone again. Give you a quick update on our district scores as that ball goes out of bounds. And Amarillo High and Abilene High.
Free kick out of bounds.
Late in the third quarter, Amarillo High leading that one 21-13. And we'll find the Lubbock High score for you real quick. 42-0 at halftime. Tascosa ahead of the Westerners.
Tascosa's really good, and they run the triple option, and they're really hard to defend.
Well, I tell you, Amarillo High hangs on to that lead down there in Abilene. That puts them in the driver's seat, and it's going to make for some interesting games between Monterey, Abilene High, Monterey, Tascosa, Tascosa, Abilene High as they work for those seating positions.
Mustangs back out on the field, gonna have a whistle. Looked like a false start.
False start. Offense, number 78. It's a 5-yard penalty. First down.
You know, these kids are wearing like yellow gloves and yellow shoes, and I keep thinking there's a flag every play. There's 4 flags on that play.
I'm pretty sure they got together and did it, saying, let's mess with David up there in the booth.
There's a little hole there And a good run, good blocking up front by the Mustangs.
Good job hitting the hole hard by Ethan Tobias that time.
He'll get out to the 32-yard line, a pickup of 7, got the 5 back, and added a couple more to it. It'll be 2nd down and 8 now for Coronado. Quick pitch outside, caught and taken out of bounds. That's Campbell Stanek.
Oh.
They said that was incomplete.
This referee totally got talked into it by the Monterey coaching staff. If that's not a catch, there's no such thing as one. He catches it, turns up the field, sticks it out to try to gain an extra yard, and the ball got knocked away from him, clearly out of bounds, and they wave it off. That's a tough one.
Yeah, there was not even any question on that. I guess you got to finish the catch Saturday. You got to still have the ball in your hands on Saturday. There's a flag flying up, rolling left, and almost picked again. Almost picked is going to be the theme of this game for Monterey.
Another
illegal formation. Offense, more than 4 in the backfield. That penalty is declined. 4th down.
He ran right through in front, and it was on his way the other direction.
A lot of blue jerseys around that football.
So punt team comes back on for the Mustangs. Cam Taylor back deep. Looks like this is Sky Zent and now going to, I can't see.
Still bottom up.
Still bottom up. I think it's like Coronado throughout history. It's tried to have numbers you can't read. I know Coach Henderson tried to get those numbers you couldn't really tell us. Better punt, going to land at the 40 and then bounce toward the Monterey end, then come back toward the 40-yard line, and that's where they'll mark it down.
Can you imagine how hard those numbers would be to read in the old days when it was the old reel-to-reel films that they had?
Oh, my goodness. It would really work good back then, wouldn't it?
Yep.
You're hitting a car crash. You're injured. You're in pain. The car's damaged and you're not working. Certainly the insurance company is going to take care of your bills and repairs, right? Wrong. The insurance company is moving at a snail's pace and your bills are piling up. You're missing work and can't support your family. Stressful. This is why you need Chad Jones Law. Before you get angry with the insurance company's ridiculous offers and feet dragging, don't get mad. Get Chad.
If we have any other changes.
Timeout. Monterey. They're first in the half.
Going to take a timeout. We'll take it too. This timeout brought to you by Champion Energy. We'll be right back on the Texas Sports Marketing Radio Network.
McGavick Nissan and McGavick Infiniti are now McGavick Toyota, GMC, Chevrolet, Nissan, and Infiniti. With locations in Lubbock, Amarillo, and Pampa. For your next Toyota, Chevy, GMC, Nissan, or Infiniti, McGavick.
Let's go to
First play of this drive, Dallas Trevino in at quarterback. Going to give it away to Legend Williams up the middle, weaving around, gets to midfield and close to a first down. They'll mark him short by about a yard.
Single back set this time. First time all night they've been back to the more standard set. Little delay handoff, nice job zone blocking scheme by the Monterey offensive line. Creating a big hole right there between the guard and left guard and center. Legend Williams did a good job finding that hole and getting ahead for a 9-yard gain.
Jermaine Gibbs with the stop for the Mustangs. 2nd and 1. Two wideouts up top. Now motion coming from the far side to the near. Going to give it to Legend Williams again. Boy, he's popped by Gibbs again. He's going to get the first down. But, man, that was a nice stick by Jermaine Gibbs.
Good job filling the hole. Legend Williams, good job being behind his pads to bull through to get that first down. And he runs tough. Hard to get him all the way down on the ground. It's kind of been a trademark of Monterey running backs the last 2 or 3 years. Not real big guys, but boy, they run hard, get behind their pads, and fight for every inch they can pick up.
That was a quarter for a first down, and it was actually Trey Anthony Thompson who met him in the hole. And Trey Anthony Thompson's led the Mustangs all year in tackles. He's the real deal. Going to give it running left. Great tackle again. Going to be at the 46-yard line. Coming over there to submarine him was Andrew Ramirez, number 0.
Good job right there, filling it from the safety position, filling the hole, running downhill, and getting his head across, running right through the thigh pads of Legend Williams, holding him to that 1-yard gain.
Second and 9 for Monterey. Trevino going to roll out, looking to throw. Left-hander throws it complete at about 37. Breaks away there, then up the sidelines. That's Noah Alexander.
Number 2, Noah Alexander. To Monterey, first down. Brought to you by Quarter 4.
Quarter 4 first down for the Plainsmen.
Trevino throwing a good strong arm, rolling to his right, left-handed quarterback, finds Noah Alexander on a curl pattern down there. And well, just like he's supposed to, Alexander catches the curl and then pivots right back out towards the sideline. Expect that defensive back to be breaking toward your inside number. So you spin back away from it up the sideline, pick up some extra yardage.
Got about 17 on the play all the way to the 29 of the Mustangs. Legend Williams again stepped outside trying to find some room. He didn't find much room. He found number 16, Elisco Gomez. I believe it was 16.
Good job filling from the secondary on this sweep play, getting there and making a big hit. And you're right, it is number 16. Gomez didn't get him all the way down, but he held him up long enough that the posse could get there and finish him off, keeping it to a 1-yard gain.
Second down and 9 for Monterey. And the 1:20 left to go in the third quarter. Given the backfield, running left, up the seam. There's Legend Williams, and going to be knocked down inside the 20. Another quarter 4 first down.
Well, the sweep around the right side didn't work so well, so he just run sweep to the left side and found a lot more running room this time. It was a great job blocking the down block there by Barrett Noble, left tackle, caving in the defensive line of Coronado, and that let Williams have a lot of room to turn up the field, get to the linebacker secondary level before he ever got touched.
Legend Williams, not a huge back. He's 5'8", 160, but boy, he runs hard. Well, helmets come off again. We've had 3 times the helmet come off in the game today.
New running back in the game
Yep.
for Monterey.
Number 42, the offense must leave the game for 1 down.
132-pound junior.
Helmet came off that time of Caleb Robertson. So Ruiz gets his first carry I remember this year. They're going to let it run out here. What, did he lose a couple there?
Yes, sir.
Going to quarter 4. Name of the store. We're not going to quarter 4. We're headed to quarter 4 here. And Monterey's up big 42-7 over the Coronado Mustangs here on the Texas Sports Marketing Radio Network.
Whether you're raising a family or building a home, the goal is to start with a good foundation. But if your home's foundation needs help, West Tech Foundation is the only locally owned foundation repair company. We provide honest evaluations, competitive pricing, and affordable repairs. We live here, we work here, and we build the foundation of our lives right here in West Texas. To find out if your home's foundation is solid, please call West Tech Foundation Repair today. Your foundation's important. Please don't wait to repair it.
They look at us and wonder, what's out there?
We are.
We've never been the type to stand to the side, letting world-changing ideas go untested. We push even beyond our own expectations. Here is seen across the country and heard around the world. We strive to be bold, to be impactful, and to challenge the status quo.
Because from here,
and here,
and even here, it's possible.
Dallas Trevino in there, going to give it up the middle this time. Pretty good, tough run up through there. Still going to around the 10-yard line. There he is again. Zayden Ruiz.
For Ruiz, tough run at the end of it. Just keep in mind, he's 132 pounds. He didn't bring a whole lot with him, but he used all he had right there. 9 yards. Gets him back here, 3rd and short. Quick update, Abilene High has come back and tied Amarillo High. It's 21-21. I believe it's at 11 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. And Tascosa is up on Lubbock High 49-0.
3rd down and 3 for the Plainsmen. They're at the Coronado 10-yard line. They can get a first down at the 7. At the 7. There's a pass over here to the near side and incomplete. Nice try by Noah Alexander to reel it in, but could not come up with it. They're in the red zone.
Quick out there to Noah Alexander. Good coverage by Torrance Cox for Coronado. Knock it away. Monterey, it's good for Monterey right here. Opportunity to work on field goal situation, live action. Martinez, freshman kicker. Chance to get in there and hopefully experience some success.
Jack Greaser will be the deep snapper, and Noah Alexander will be the holder. Ball's going to be put down at the 17. Well, good looking kick. It's no good, but it was high enough to get over. It was close. But you know, Coach, you need those. Sometimes those come down to the end of the game, be the game winner.
Absolutely. You need to, as I said, in live action. You can do it all day in practice, but it's a little different under the lights. And good for the freshman kicker to get in there and experience that.
It's hard to believe he's just a freshman. Ball goes over on downs, and it'll be put out at the 20-yard line for the Mustangs. 11 minutes exactly left to go in the game. Coronado 20. Bockham going to pitch it forward. It is a pass. Had some room, but it kind of got it around there for a minute. Rebel Beckham saw it close down on him in a hurry.
Shuttle pass again, misdirection type play. And had a little bit of success with that. Beckham's caught it a couple of times. It's 6 yards on that one. It's good experience for David Bockham right here, sophomore quarterback for Coronado. Probably be the guy that gets the reins to the car next year.
There's motion by Campbell Stanek. Give it away in the backfield, nowhere to go at the 25-yard line, going to lose a yard on the play. Maybe they may give him a line of scrimmage.
Vondrick Stevenson that time trying to find a little room around the right side, but you see on the replay here as far as our stream is concerned who it was. It's number 30, I believe, for Monterey, which is Tavon Bozeman. Wrapped him up around the waist, kind of spun him around so some others could get there and get him to the ground.
Yeah, Jace Vasquez finished the play off. Buckham, get a good look at him, pitch it forward again. Beckham again, not going to work. Monterey's got him. Big number 40, Chris Marood with the tackle.
Combining on the stop, number 24. Back to that little shuttle pass. This time, 34 Jackson Graves was in better position, slowed him down.
He was actually in on the tackle, too.
And as you said, Smarud finished it off.
Lost 2. It's going to be 4th down and punt time again for the Mustangs.
On the punt for the Mustangs, number 88.
Bottom on to punt the ball away. Cam Taylor is back deep. A low snap, but he's got it. Not much pressure. Better punt here. Going to go to the 46 and take a good Mustang bounce inside the 35 and going to be touched down by Isaiah Doss. So Monterey.
Stadium lights are on. There's a chill in the air. And football is back. UMB Bank is proud to sponsor KCBD's Thursday night throwdown. Let's go.
With David Thetford and Randy Dean bringing you all the action on the Texas Sports Marketing Network.
There's power in keeping it local. Let Commercial Electric put the power back in your hands. For over 40 years, Commercial Electric Generator Sales and Service has kept the lights on and businesses moving forward. We are West Texas's #1 Generac generator dealer, as well as your one-stop shop for sales and service. With us, you don't have to worry about your yearly maintenance. We'll give you a call. Commercial Electric is your trusted team for all your electrical and generator needs.
Call Commercial Electric.
Ruiz.
All the way up to 6, David. Hit a nice hole right there. Finishing tackle coming in. I think it's number 16 for Coronado. Lisco Gomez finishing it off right at the end.
Gain of 6 on the play brings up 2nd down and 4.
It is a 6-yard gain. Leaves 4 yards needed for the Plainsmen. Clock is rolling. Trevino gives it again. It's the 1st down, the Q4 1st down, and another nice run by Zayden Ruiz.
Same play, little delay handoff right up the middle. Offensive lineman, just zone blocking scheme, where we come off and get a hat on a player and push as much as you can. Let Ruiz find his own hole, and he did a nice job getting through there. Picks up 7 on that play.
Of course, we don't have a play clock because they made them turn it off because it was malfunctioning.
I think that means Monterey could stay in the huddle as long as they wanted to, and I don't think anybody would care.
You think the referee would forget to look at he's keeping it. Ruiz again trying to stretch it right. He can't stretch it. Good defense by the Mustangs right there. Coming over to make the stop is Shannon Green, number 44. Boy, that's a nice play.
See Isaiah Doss, if you're watching the stream replay right here, you see Isaiah Doss coming up from the secondary to turn him back in. And did a good job finishing it off right there.
Lost 1. Back to the 45-yard line. Going to be 2nd down and 11. Rolling, plenty of time for Trevino. Now he'll just tuck it and run it out of bounds. Getting across midfield to around the 49-yard line.
Run pass option that time, and Trevino pulled it away from the running back, but the receiver didn't get the pass part of it. He was downfield blocking, so fortunately or wisely, Trevino tucked it and ran. It would have been offensive pass interference call. Picks up about 7, so it's up 3rd down and 5 needed.
Away again. There's a blast on the left side and going to be close to the 1st down. I don't know whether he got it or not. It's really close to the mark needed for Ruiz.
Move it.
So 1st down. I like the way Ruiz, he gets to running down that. He puts his feet, gets him moving. Have to call it the 44, giving him a 5-yard gain on the play. you're right. I think Monterey will, they could probably stay a little longer. Of course, the guys that are in there right now, Ruiz, Trevino, and some of these linemen, maybe they want to snap the ball. I saw Pasina still in there, number 53. Give it again. Good defense, Mustangs. Loss on the play, and getting back there so quickly was Trey Anthony Thompson. He's a football player. He just knifed his way through and killed that play. Back to the 45, a loss of 1. 2nd and 11 again for Monterey. Now Trevino taking his time. He's just looking over the field. And roll to the left. Still rolling. Going to throw it deep down the field. Underthrown a little bit. Mustangs were back there. There is a flag down. We'll have to wait to see what that may have been. A little bit of pass interference.
One of them got a great chance to be offensive pass interference. Torrance Cox really in great position that time. Stayed with the receiver on the scramble drill. And really in nice position. I think would have had an opportunity to intercept it if not for.
There are 2 fouls on the play, both by the offense. Ineligible downfield, number 88 is covered up on the line of scrimmage. That penalty is declined. Pass interference, offense, number 17. Yep. It's a 15-yard penalty, right, 2nd down.
The ball was underthrown, and then he tried to reach back in there, because I think it might have been intercepted if he hadn't created that pass interference. There you get another look at it if you're watching the stream. Yeah, it was just.
I'm impressed right there with Cox and the coverage that he had.
Yeah.
Nice job staying with the receiver.
So all the way back at the Monterey 40. It'll be 2nd down and 26 needed. Trevino again looking, throwing deep again. Now this flag may go the other way. And trying to get the ball down to Noah Alexander. Mustangs were there again.
Defense
this
number 31.
One will work on the defense.
It's a 15-yard penalty for the previous spot and an automatic 1st down.
Straight go pattern for Noah Alexander here on single receiver side. All tangled up with the defensive back. Armand Bolduc for Coronado trying to get back there in coverage, but just a lot of hand fighting, and Bolduc got a little too much of the jersey of Alexander, pulled him down, brought the flag out.
So Monterey with a new set of downs and back at the 45 of the Mustangs. Gonna run it again. Ruiz spun around at the 40 and knocked down. Put it down right on the 40, so a 5-yard pickup. This will be the 8th play of this drive. It'll actually be the 10th, but the 2 of them were rubbed out by pass interference. 1 on Monterey and 1 on Coronado. 3:20 left to go in the game. Ruiz once again.
5 more and another quarter for 1st down. Good push by this offensive line. A lot of backup players in there in the offensive line as well. Some sort of. Still see Barrett Noble in there. And number 53, Felipe Pasina, he's still in there, so maybe not so many backups.
71, Avon Torres he's a backup who's in there now. Caleb Robertson's in the ball game. Of course, these guys get a lot of playing time. Right, like Devin Chandler, he's a senior in there, number 70. Straight ahead again, pulls away from jersey tackle. Good run by Zayden Ruiz. Tyree Milton on the stop. Ball at the 27-yard line, and we're getting close to the 2-minute timeout.
This is the 2-minute timeout.
So they're at the 31, at the 27-yard line. What did he get on that last play? 8?
7.
Hey South Plains, Sideways Collision Center is renovating to serve you better. From fender benders to full facelifts, Sideways Collision is open now and ready to help you get your vehicle back on the road. Come see Sideways Collision for windshield repair or replacements, paint jobs, and paintless dent removal. We offer customer discounts to help you save. All insurances are welcomed, and you get a lifetime paint warranty. Expert care and custom paint jobs. That's Sideways Collision Center at 2102 Clovis Road. We'll get you taken care of.
Mustang squaring off against the Abilene High Eagles on KYO and on the KCBD app at 7 o'clock.
2 minutes left. Second down and 2 for the Plainsmen. At the 27-yard line of the Mustangs. Here's Dallas Trevino, breaks out of there, running to the far side, trying to stop, spin. He does at the 20. What a move. At the 15 to the 10 and out of bounds. That's a heck of a move.
Flag, so we'll see how much of that he's going to get credit for. May bring it just about back to where he started. He may get a couple on it. Holding downfield on one of the receivers, what the call is going to be. So it'll be 10 yards from that spot. We'll see how much of this run, but that is a nice run by Trevino.
There are fouls by both teams during the play. Holding, offense number 88. Personal foul, hands to the face. Defense number 35. Those fouls all set. Replay second down.
That's a lot of fun to watch. I don't know that we'll see any of that. Fake the ball. No, he's faked the ball to Ruiz. There's the flags being thrown. Ball's back at the 27-yard line. Still second down and 2. And one of those was a 15-yard penalty. The other was a 10. I don't know how they really offset. On the, well, what do they got going here? 2 backs. They're just going to take a knee. That's what's going to happen. Get up under center. Just a minute 24 left. That's the second down play. It'll be a 5-yard loss every time for Dallas Trevino. 1:10 of the clock rolling. Let it run. I wonder if the umpires are really keeping the time.
I'm not sure anybody's really looking at the clock.
There he'll go again, take another one.
Hold on to it real quick right here. They won't have to do anything else. Coronado is lining up that this one is done for them.
That's going to do it. Yep, the teams are starting to line up toward midfield. There's still 23 seconds to go. It's 4th down for the Plainsmen. They're lined up to run a play here. I don't think anybody would blow a whistle and give them a delay of game. Trevino down to 5. And they are going to snap it. And he'll take another knee back at the 44. He lost a lot of yardage there on that last few plays. That'll do it. The Monterey Plainsmen have won this one here tonight over the Coronado Mustangs by a final score of 42-7. And a big win in District 2-5A. There's a good look at Coach Andrew Roy and Coach Jason Sims. There they are together. the head coach of Monterey and the head coach of Coronado. Good friends, and of course they battle each other out here, but it's a good night and a lot of activity, a lot of fun here for the kids and the students and the parents. And still talking. If you look at them here, Coach, they've been that way for a while. It looks like Coach Sims encouraging there, Coach Andrew Roy. Those are two good men right there. That's going to do it. 42-7, Coach. What'd you think?
Well, good performance by Monterey. I thought they really came out and took care of business. And very impressed again with their defensive line. Brag on them a lot, but they deserve to be bragged on. And then playmakers is what they have on offense, particularly Q Boyd and Cam Taylor. And the quarterback, Jonah Reed, continues to get better. And so dominating performance here by the Plainsmen. And Coronado, they've had 2 tough games here to start district, and now they need to pick their head up and find a way to win one next week and get themselves back kind of in the win column, first one of the season, and who knows what that does from a confidence standpoint.
All right, we're going to come back with the post-game show. You want to stay tuned. Coach Dean put the final touches on some of the stats. We'll try to get you some final numbers, too, from around the area, so stay tuned for that as we wrap it up here from Plains Capital Park, Lowrey Field. 42-7, Monterey wins it over Coronado. Post-game show is coming up. We'll have the numbers for you and scores, so stay tuned here on the Texas Sports Marketing Radio Network.